So it falls on me now to bring up our next guest this evening. We've asked an actual member of the Anchor House to come and give a testimonial about his experiences. Well, you know what? He'll tell you what he wants to say. Please put your hands together for Mr. Josh Carter.
Before I begin, I want to thank the Mental Health Community Center for this opportunity to speak in front of you. I especially want to recognize MHCC's Director of Operations, Deborah Robinson, and MHCC's Director of Development, Linda Greaves. Thank you for your commitment in putting this event together and your communication through this process. Thank you so much, Judge Quartermain, for accepting my invitation. It means so much to me. Your passion, what you do, is inspiring. I thank my therapist, Christine Swinton, for being there along the journey. And I'm also thankful for my family and friends for being able to be here. These are my thoughts, feelings, and the depths of my aspirations. Hello, my name is Joshua. I am first and foremost Joshua, followed by my mental disorder. Mental illness doesn't define who I am, because I won't allow myself to become my illness. Sure, it created many sets of challenges, but once I understood those challenges, to define them, everything started to fall into place. I've been a member of MHCC since 2007. All these lessons have guided me to be a better me. When you can define something tangibly, you gain insights you never knew you had. I have a dual diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome combined with bipolar disorder. I have been through everything from hospitalizations, legal issues, addiction, and near-death to be here today. When you lose yourself, you don't consider the consequences until they are right in front of you. There are many days I told myself I can't do this anymore. You just want to feel like you matter, that you're heard and believed. It took time to get to this point where I could let go of my old self to make way for a new understanding of life. The power that these programs have and the effects I see every day is a testament to that. I started my journey having to fight for everything I believed in. I wanted to feel worthy, and what MHCC does is give you worth, a purpose in who you are. It doesn't matter your circumstances, there are no judgments, and you are seen for you. Once you start listening to each person, you can make a difference and grow stronger. I cooked for Anchor House as a volunteer, and something happened along the way I didn't expect. I was touching the lives of those around me, believing in the abilities of others who may not have had the confidence to believe in themselves. I didn't know if I could do such things, but over time I found confidence to strive for more. It took all this time to find who Joshua was and where he belonged. I grew up through hardships and dealt with many hurts. I have a great support network of great friends and family that understand me to me. But there was a time I didn't feel like I was heard or understood. I was angry at a world that didn't quite understand me. I didn't know where to turn. When you start your life going through being misdiagnosed for so long, you don't know what to do to make things turn around. It's fortunate I found the answer, but not so fortunate how they came. When your world is small, you look for every little attachment you can, even if it isn't healthy for you. I made my share of mistakes to get to this point. My past transgressions made me fear myself, not wanting to live knowing what happens when you lose yourself. I know the importance of my medications and not holding on to pressures that cause adverse reactions. I have done everything I can to make a difference, to right the wrongs and pay for my actions. I got into a relationship that was bad for me, but nothing else mattered but the attachment. I made a decision like so many before me to get off their medications. That decision and what transpired created a vacuum, depression, misaligned thoughts, and a void in myself. What would transpire would affect my life from now on. I stayed for all the wrong reasons, and there was a point where I couldn't trust myself. When you're mentally unstable, you don't think about the consequences. What happens next wasn't in my head. I won't go into more of what happened, but I will say a split decision will have repercussions that bind you. I was becoming part of the criminal justice system. I make no excuses for my actions. What transpired was terrible, and there were many nights I couldn't sleep knowing what transpired. When you feel worthless, that you don't matter, and you see yourself as a monster, You lose a sense of who you are. I went many years improperly diagnosed, and there wasn't much information at the time of what I was going through. As I was waiting my case, I was watching 60 Minutes. There was something that I had never heard of before, that I understood too well of what I was dealing with. It had a name, and I cried knowing that I might have an answer. But where to go from here? Later, I would get properly diagnosed for Asperger's syndrome. It's like being trapped in a bubble, and you think the world is laughing at you, that you don't belong. You feel insignificant because you are trapped in your own little world, wanting to let people in, but you are afraid. Everything you've done thus far has gotten you to this point, but socially you are still very much a child. Aspies, as we call ourselves, speak a different language than the rest of the world. We become very obsessive. Things that you would take for granted, eye contact, understanding body language, knowing when to end a conversation. These things are foreign to me. When you can't accept or understand your own realities, it is very cumbersome to get out of your comfort zone. I accept my challenges and face them head on, all in the knowledge MHCC has offered me. It's easy to assume people understand because your head says this is logical, but not probable for most people. People with Asperger's syndrome can have multiple diagnoses, such as mine with bipolar. When you're in a fog for so long, nothing seems to matter, and you are your own worst enemy. It took a long time to get to where I am, but these experiences brought me to be a better me. I have everything to thank to MHCC and my support network. I have a purpose, and I'm glad I didn't perish because I'm able to share my story in front of you. I went to jail for 8 months, 11 days, 2 years of house arrest, and 5 years probation. There were many times I wasn't sure I was going to make it, and dealt with multiple hospitalizations during that time. I wish I could go into more of the details of all those years it took to get on the other side of things. When I first came to MHCC, it changed me forever. And I wasn't the same misaligned, fragile person. I was getting stronger. I dealt with my demons and made strides. Sometimes the burdens felt too strong. I learned the hard lessons of life, applying for every job I could, and constantly having disappointments in myself. I had big aspirations and hopes for a better future. I never wanted to be on Social Security, but when I needed it the most, it changed everything for me. I still wasn't sure I was doing the right thing, but the reality was there was no other choice. I was able to take care of my obligations and get better. Cooking saved me for myself. I went back to school in 2010 for culinary art at the Sarasota Technical Institute. Even when I thought those lessons wouldn't serve me well, I found Anchor House to accept me. When I first started my schooling, I was gung-ho about the opportunities. You just made good friends along the way. I was living with a lot of turmoil in my life, and I couldn't even be honest with myself. Being in the restaurant industry, you have to be fast, and I wasn't, which caused me to lose out on so many job opportunities. I thought maybe the culinary world would be more forgiving than other industries. When you must fill out an application, and you can't pass a background check, it's disheartening. I used my rejection through my addiction and gambling. Even for a time lost a connection with my friends over a fateful decision. I almost forgot everything I learned because I got away from the program for a while and allowed my addiction to control me. I was dealing with so many pressures in my mind. What I couldn't fulfill in my own heart, I substituted with unhealthy habits. I went through many days sleeping the time away, feeling horrible in the torment that addiction has on you. I hit my bottom finally after maxing out all my credit cards, leaving my bank account overdrawn to the point I couldn't even pay my car insurance. Addiction can have a deep hold on you. It was filling a void that I didn't want to deal with. I said my goodbyes on social media. By chance, a relative of my next door neighbor saw my message. If it wasn't for someone's concern, I wouldn't be here today. I went through the deepest hell anyone could go through. I woke up in the hospital not knowing I had been taken by helicopter to Blake Medical. I spent 30 days in the hospital and had the possibility of being on dialysis for the rest of my life. I lost touch of very good people in my life, the people that mattered most to me. My family had helped me considerably. Everything that they did for me, I'm grateful for. During that time before my release from the hospital, my sister worked to get me off probation. I was moved to Tennessee under her care. During this year in Tennessee, I had the time to reflect and gain insight into myself. In my heart, I knew Tennessee wasn't for me. I had so much time to gain more insight into what was most important to me. I missed my friends, the center that helped me so much. and I wanted to get better. My friends had no idea what had happened to me, but I was determined to connect back with them. Once I found their number, I contacted them every day until I got back to where I belonged. I moved in with my friends, and they helped me get through a lot in my life. I learned many lessons through them, and I knew I wasn't doing it alone anymore. They saw Joshua for Joshua as something I wasn't used to. They made a big impact in my life and got me believing in myself again, and it hasn't wavered. I had another concern though, when it came to moving into an apartment. I did not understand the fear I felt for that period. We found a way, but it's not always easy for so many people to find. They told me, "We aren't leaving you behind," and I truly knew what I had been searching for so long. A burden had been lifted on me. When you're stuck in the criminal justice system, you don't know if you're going to have a roof over your head, if you're going to find employment, or even if you're going to stay alive. The last couple of years have been the happiest I've ever had, and I have now been without hospitalization for over 3 years now. I attribute that partly to my surroundings and the dedication to service. I've come to accept myself and be the best me I can be. I wanted to be a productive member of society and give back. In 2015, I volunteered at All Phase Food Bank for 500 hours. All that time, everyone thought I was an employee. I got up at 6 a.m. every morning taking the bus to the food bank, and I did it because it gave me a purpose. I wasn't expecting anything in return, but I was searching for an opportunity to give back and make things right in my life. I came to Anchor House a year later, and I've been volunteering my services in the kitchen ever since. When you hurt so bad, you need to find solace in who you are and dedicate yourself to get something bigger than yourself. I want to be that success story that gives hope to so many. I want to be the voice for those without one, because I used to not be able to speak. I went beyond change. I transitioned and was finally able these last couple of years to let go. Here's a quote from Harriet Tubman that embodies my thoughts and aspirations. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Now that I've shared my story, I want to go into what I hope to accomplish. I've always dreamed big, but now there's something separate in myself I want more than anything. I want to work together to find solutions with people in the mental health community dealing with the criminal justice system. I accept what I did was wrong, but should I be judged based on my past or on the merits of my character in the here and now? There are people like me out there that want an opportunity to make amends and be seen as so many see me now. I am not my past. I live for today and care for so many. We need to work together in changing this lying system. Thank you. It's been an honor to be able to speak in front of you, something I would never have been able to do in years past. Make this event something bigger than ourselves and support such a great organization. MHCC has helped change my outlook on life, my well-being, made me challenge my comfort zones. The lessons I've learned have guided me, and though I may have wavered, they never left me. I just had to find myself, and service has brought that out of me. I can now speak with conviction because I am no longer in the shadows. Thank you for being a part of something bigger than ourselves. Please continue to support the mental health community centers at Sarasota County. Again, I thank you.
Josh Carter, thank you so much.